The person you're looking at is a COVID-19 survivor. Not only once, but twice. But how did it happen? And how did he survive? In the remote, funny city of United Arab Emirates, I found this small, cute, funny, and comedy guy named Chabilito.
Hello, Bruce TV. This is Chabilito, the small, cute, funny, and comedy.
In the year 2019, right after his graduation, at the age of 21 years old, Chabilito decided to leave Philippines to work abroad in United Arab Emirates to achieve his goals in life. And because of his determination and hard work, Chabilito worked in one of the famous company here in United Arab Emirates. Last year, 2020, in the midst of Corona crisis, Chabilito got his first COVID-19 positive result. While he is sitting in the chair drinking coffee, he was so shocked when he found out that his COVID test result is positive. Chabilito cannot believe that Corona hits him because Chabilito made all the preventive measures to avoid coronavirus, like exercise, jog at place, taking vitamins, eating fruits and vegetables, wearing a dozen of masks, sleep early, and most of all, eating ginger, garlic, onion, and drinking lemon water every day. But still, Chabilito was positive. That time, Chabilito was so depressed and started to cry. People think that the small, cute, funny, and comedy guy will never ever cry because every time he made all the people always laugh. But this time, Chabilito cannot carry all the burden and he go to a secret place and cry like a heavy rain. After he cried, because Chabilito is a positive thinker, he prayed to God and motivate himself because he believed that after the rain, there's a rainbow, and the back of that rainbow, there's a sunshine that gives lights and hope to everyone. On the next day, the friend of Chabilito named Tiger and Roger visited him and made an interview with him.
Ano ko na, kunyari makaligtas ka. Okay, sabihin mo na yung
Sigurado ako makaligtas ako guys. Kasi
gusto ko sila ano?
gusto ko tayong lahat.
Any last words? Any last words?
Hindi naman ako naniniwala sa corona. Ngayon lang, naman ako.
Minom ka ng takore. Dito ka sa gilid, dito ka sa gilid. Dito ka sa gilid. Yan, si Bruce po ay mga Colin Brothers na
And during his quarantine time, because all the COVID facilities are full, Chabilito decided to have a home quarantine while waiting to his next COVID test result. Because Chabilito is not the only person in the house, Chabilito's housemates are afraid that maybe they will be infected also of coronavirus. So they decided to make a small improvised room for Chabilito using the blanket to cover all around the bed. And Chabilito will only stay inside in the dark room and wait for the ration food that they will give. And this time, Chabilito realized that his situation now is so pitiful. Why? Because he only stay in the improvised small dark room and only go out if he will go to bathroom and go outside for exercise. And the air condition is off and everyone knows that here in UAE is very hot, especially during summer. But Chabilito did not lose hope and still continue his daily routine like praying, singing, exercise, and most of all, eating ginger, onion, garlic, and drink lemon water every day. On the next day, Chabilito received a message for the result of his second COVID test, and good news because the result of Chabilito is now negative and he is very happy because he can go back to his normal life. But the trials of Chabilito's life did not end there because on the next month, Chabilito and her loving girlfriend end the relationship and also the mother of Chabilito passed away. How did Chabilito overcome this problem?
Actually, at that time, I was very depressed. I am totally breakdown. At that time, it
came to the point that I asked God why after I got positive, me and my girlfriend break up, and the next my mother passed away. At that time, I always cry and cry. I want to go home to Philippines, but because of this pandemic, I can't do nothing. That's why I always lie on my bed. I don't want to eat, I can't sleep. And then, until one day, when I wake up, I know that God left me up. And from that day on, I tell to myself that I need to be strong to achieve my goal. The year 2020 is not a good year for Chabelito because of the tragedy that happens in his life. But that year also made him a better person. He dressed up like a millionaire and started to be a YouTuber.
Hi guys, what's up? This is Bruce TV 101.
Good day everyone, I am Bruce Caballo.
1 year later, Chabelito's life had changed. Because Corona is getting worse, Chabelito decided to take a vaccine even though he is afraid of injection needle. After he completed his COVID vaccine, Chabelito made an advertisement why he chose to be vaccinated.
Got vaccinated for our family. I got vaccinated for our future. Got vaccinated for our country. I got vaccinated for my future wife and baby. You, for whom you vaccinated for?
And this month of July, while Chabelito riding his bicycle bound home, Chabelito received a message informing him that he is positive again for COVID-19 test and the second time. And Chabelito was so shocked, wondering how he get positive while Chabelito's health condition is very good. And then Chabelito just smiled and go back to his room and start packing his things and then go to the COVID quarantine facilities. Chabelito was so very happy because the room was so big. Free Wi-Fi and shower, food and snack, and security 24/7 for their safety. This time, Chabelito is brave enough to face the corona by himself, and he also realized that being positive now is better than his experience last year. While in the quarantine room, Chabelito's daily routine are eat and eat too much food, exercise, lying in bed, Chabelito feel bored, and this time he realized, what if he will write his COVID-19 experience and share it with other people? So he stand up and get his pen and paper and start writing his story. And this was the message of Chabelito during his COVID-19 experience.
Being a COVID-19 positive survivor is not easy. It is hassle. Knowing that people are afraid of you and get away from you. But that's life. We need to accept the reality and fight any trials that comes on our way. In here, I realized that everything that happened in our life has a reason. Maybe not now, but sooner or later you will find why. Before, I asked God, why like this? Why me? Why? But now, I will say, thank you God. Thank you. Because if I am not positive for the second time, I don't have the chance to write and share to the world my beautiful experience of COVID-19. This pandemic has changed my life in many ways. If God answered and say yes to all of my prayers, there is no Chabelito speaking here in front of you like now. The lesson that I learned from this pandemic is that if you want to do something, do it now, because sometimes that later becomes never. And most of all, a strong relationship with God so that we can overcome any problems that comes in our life.
On the next day, the COVID test result of Chabelito came already, and he was very thankful that his result is negative And Chabelito now is a COVID-free, and he can go back to his normal life again.
It really hurts. Ang magmahal ng ganito, kung sino mang pinili kong hindi makuha ng...
And Chabelito go home happily ever after, hoping that Corona will not come again for the third wave.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching Bruce TV. Thank you and see you soon.